Welcome back, everyone. My name is Ember, and today we are continuing our One Piece journey with Volume 25. We're already a quarter of the way to 100. So many milestones we keep hitting recently. But, yeah, so this is the second half of the Jaya arc. Covers chapters 227 to 236. So, let's see, what happens in 227? This is when they find Mont Black Cricket's castle and goes all the way up until they ride the knock up. What do they call it? What's it called? It's one of the chapter titles. The knock up stream. Goes all the way up to when they ride the knock up stream to the Sky Island. So yeah. A lot more world building. Might as well talk about the world building right away this time. So after Crocodile's defeat, it seems that the world government is not quite happy about Luffy and friends. And they need to find a new warlord to replace Crocodile after he's been just completely embarrassed and defeated. So, starting to figure out more cool tidbits about how this world is structured politically. We've got like the alliance between the world government and the warlords and all that stuff. Got introduced to some new-characters that I know will definitely be relevant in the future. Doflamingo in particular has showed up. I've heard quite a bit about him. He is quite the popular character from my interactions with the One Piece fandom, so interested in seeing what he will be putting forward, especially with the bounty of it's like over 300 million berries, so 3 times what Luffy's bounty is. And I think the other warlord we got to meet was Bartholomew Kuma. I wonder if Bartholomew is a reference to Black Bart. That would be an interesting parallel, because we're getting a lot of more references to like real life pirates in this one. So that'll be interesting to see what those two do in the future. We also met Luffy, who's I don't know anything about, but I'm pretty sure I've heard that name around either through One Piece or if he's based on a real life person. I'm pretty sure I've heard that name before. So, seems very mysterious in a way, as a member of Blackbeard's crew. Yes, turns out that big dude who was starting fights over on Jaya Island is in fact Blackbeard. Interesting that they're starting him off, like we're seeing like the origins of Blackbeard, it looks like. Like he's not a well-established pirate in the world of One Piece at this point. So, like, he's just starting off. So, interesting that they're using such a probably the most well-known pirate, and they're starting him off, like, from the beginning. So, very interesting there. And then we also got our first shot of Whitebeard, who, in contrast to Blackbeard, is the most well-established pirate in One Piece. He is the big dude, the strongest man. I think they call him the strongest man in the world. So he is quite powerful. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's interesting that, because I believe in real life Blackbeard's name was Edward Teach, and in One Piece, Blackbeard's name is Marshall Teach, and then where was it? And then Whitebeard's name, let me find that page again, is... Nope, that's not it. Where yet? There. Is Edward Newgate. So, if I'm correct, it's like they split Blackbeard's name up into 2 different people. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Blackbeard's real life name was Edward Teach. So, if that was purposeful, that's kind of interesting. But yes, this Whitebeard guy, very imposing man, yet at the same time kind of vulnerable. Like, he's hooked up to a bunch of IV bags here and surrounded by nurses. But he's also a fucking huge dude. Very just imposing figure, yet at the same time, like, you can see his ribs poking out. His arms are looking a little lanky, so very interesting presentation for him. I'm definitely interested in seeing what happens from here. I know one thing that he does. One very important thing that he does. But we'll see where he goes from here and how interesting he is. Turns out him and Shanks are about to cross paths. They seem hostile, I guess. I think they're gonna fight. Or maybe they're going to do something together. Who knows? It feels like they're going to fight. So I guess Shanks is on that level of piracy. Like, he is one of the most well-known pirates in this world, it sounds like. Like, even the world government's like, if Whitebeard and Shanks cross paths, this is going to be it'll be a catastrophe is the word they used. So, very excited to see more of Shanks in the future. So many characters to look forward to in this, that this volume has set me up for. Especially with Blackbeard apparently going after Luffy for some particular reason. I guess just because he sees him as a worthy target. It'll be interesting to see what exactly he wants from Luffy. If it's just the bounty? I mean, that's kind of interesting, but very interested in all of these characters that have just been shoved in my face. Of course, the one character that we're probably not going to see more of that got introduced is Montblanc Cricket, who I like this reversal of the story of Montblanc Noland from the previous volume, where it's like this guy in a fairy tale, and this is like his descendant, and he's like, no, that fairy tale was much more tragic than it lets on, and so he's trying to like overcome that legacy. Really fun character as the leader of this monkey pirate crew, or alliance, I should say. Yeah, just there was one thing I was expecting some payoff for, but I didn't get. He says something like there was a line in his ancestor journal about how the gold is hidden in the skull's eye. And I thought we were going to get some payoff for that, because if you actually, I don't know if I can find a picture of it, but if you actually look at a map of Jaya, it kind of looks like a skull. And I guess the line is like, the gold is hidden in the skull's right eye. So I was thinking, like, what I was anticipating was when the Straw Hats got blasted into the sky, that they would look down and see Jaya, and that it would look like a skull. And that they were going to keep that information in mind for if they ever saw Montblanc again. But I didn't really get any payoff for that, so maybe he's holding on to that for the future. Maybe he'll show up in the next volume, who knows. But I don't know. I am awaiting the payoff for that. I'm trying to think of any other. There was so much new stuff thrown at me in this volume that it's hard to keep track of. Anyway. Oh, and Luffy and Alvida are back. They're chasing after Luffy, I guess, for the bounty and for revenge, obviously. But we'll meet up again in the future, I imagine. So, looking forward to that. And also, we got the payoff for that previous volume where Luffy and Zoro got the shit kicked out of them, and when Bellamy the hyena goes and steals all of Montblanc's treasure, Luffy goes and steals it back, and this is when we get when it's revealed to them that Luffy's actually worth 100 million berries, and he just absolutely wrecks their shit. Let me see if I can find this impact. We get this, it's Bellamy ate the boing boing fruit, I think it's called, and he like can turn his legs into springs. So kind of similar to Luffy, but just absolutely gets his shit rocked in one punch. Like, Luffy one-shots him, and it's fucking over. So, just immediately out cold. Luffy ain't messing around. He is the man. He is the man worth 100... I think that's even the title of the chapter. It's like, what was it? Yeah, the 100 million berry man. That's how much he's worth now. And that is an interesting... I wonder if that's purposeful, introducing someone with a power kind of similar to Luffy's, but obviously outclassed, just to show how far Luffy has come since the beginning and why he is worth 100 million berries now. So, that was a fun little bit. I think that's about it. We got more of Oda's goofy theoretical physics about ocean currents, with how the knock upstream is like a whirlpool where everything gets sucked down and then the geothermal energy or heat blasts it back up. So, messing around with some ocean physics, always fun to make the Grand Line more interesting. Yeah, fun volume overall. Jaya arc was very satisfying, very quick paced. Except for like I guess you could argue when they were searching for the bird, it was a bit slow, and they were just kind of fighting weird monsters in the jungle, but it was still fun. But yeah, overall very good volume. And we're finally jumping into the Skypiea arc after this, which I think is like 7 volumes long or something. 6 or 7 volumes. Looking forward to that and whatever awaits us there. In any case, be sure to like and subscribe and comment whatever you thought and all that other call to action stuff. And my name is Ember, and I'll see you next time.